Hi, welcome to Yoga TX. I'm Nicolle. Thank you for joining me for another episode of our series Flowing with the Star Signs. Happy birthday to all you beautiful Virgo warriors out there. As always, you don't need to be Virgo to do that flow, and it doesn't need to be Virgo season to do that flow either. What we do is we look at the star signs as archetypes and simply take their personality traits, their elements, ruling planets as inspiration for our practice. Coming back to Virgo. Virgo, the element is earth. They are deeply rooted into the materialistic world. And the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury, the messenger, the planet of communication. Virgos are very practical and sensible beings. They love detail. They are very detail oriented and they have perfectionism at their heart. They are hardworking people and they are also very loyal. They tend to overthink every now and then. And one of the lower vibrations, the lower qualities or lower energies that come with Virgo is the feeling of guilt. And with that feeling of guilt comes the question, am I good enough? And I think this is a question we can all relate to. First of all, it goes very deeply into our hearts. And it comes back to self-love. And today's practice is all about cultivating self-love within. We will open our hearts and give our bodies and ourselves some tender, loving, nice self-care. When you're ready, grab your water, come to your mat and join me in an easy crossed leg position. We start today not right at the back end of your mat, but pretty much between the middle of your mat and the end of your mat. Find your easy cross leg position. Just take a moment to wiggle around. Root your sits bones into the floor, square your hips. Bring your hands onto the knees, palms facing down. Close your eyes and move your heart and your skull over your pelvis. Find a nice long line in your spine. Connect with your breath. With your inhale, expand the crown towards the sky. And with your exhale, soften and relax the shoulders. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, soften and relax the shoulders. Take a few more cycles of breath. Let's try to deepen the inhale and extend the exhale to bring them to an equal length. Inhale to 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Take a few more cycles of breath. Find your own rhythm, so maybe you would like to extend the count, maybe you would like to lower it down. Just find what works best for you today. Bring your left hand onto your heart and the right hand comes on top. Think of something that could be a feature, a character trait, something that you love about yourself, something that makes you, you. And give it a smile. Bring the hands back down onto the knees, palms facing down. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a washing breath out through the mouth. Seal your lips and keep inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Gently open up your eyes. We start with seated cats and cows. With your next inhale, start to hinge forward with the torso. Move your chest through the shoulders. Gently lift the gaze. With your exhale, round through the spine and drop your chin to the chest. Inhale, move your heart forward, lift up your gaze. Exhale, round, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, open your chest and your heart. Exhale, release and drop the chin down to the chest. Bring your hands to either side of your hips. With your next inhale, push the floor away with your hands. Lift the hips up. Move your heart up towards the sky. Bring your head back. With your exhale, lower the hips down to the floor. Release the torso forward and roll up with each vertebra of your spine. 2 more rounds. Inhale, push the floor. Open your heart. Exhale, release. Last round. Inhale, push the floor away. Lift your hips up. Open your chest. With your exhale, lower the hips down. Release the torso forward. Roll up each vertebra at a time. Come back to your easy cross-leg position. Bring your hands in front of you and just jump over your legs here. Come to tabletop position. Open up your knees. Bring the big toes together. Sit back onto your heels and lower the torso down towards the earth. The arms are reaching forward to the top of the mat. Try to connect the forehead to the floor, wide like a child's pose. With your inhale, breathe into the back of your body. With your exhale, allow your heart to melt towards Mother Earth. 3 more cycles of breath. Inhale, find length in your spine. With your exhale, see if you can find a little bit more depth and bring your heart closer to the earth. With your next inhale, rise up onto your fingertips. Come and form your spider hands. With your exhale, melt your heart towards the earth. 3 more cycles of breath. With your next exhale, release the palms down to the floor. Gently lift the gaze, bring the hands closer to the torso, claw your paws, tuck the toes, push through the hands, lengthen the legs, move your hips up. Come to downward facing dog. Walk out your dog, take a few steps, bend into your knees and release the opposite heel to the floor. Feel free to bring some movement into your hips if this feels good. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. Gently bend the knees, tailbone points up towards the sky. Your ears are in alignment with your upper arms. Push through the hands, feel that lengthening in your spine. With each exhale, release the heels and your chest closer to the floor. With your next inhale, gently lift up your right leg, and with your exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Lower the left knee down to the floor. Press your feet into the floor, root to rise. When you're ready, bring the arms up over your head. Find your low lunge. Press the feet into the floor, squeeze the thighs towards the midline. Find length through the sides of your body. Grab opposite elbows and gently give it a push with the back of your head against your lower arms. So you feel a nice opening in your chest and a stretch in your left psoas muscle. Keep your hips squared. One more cycle of breath. With your next inhale, extend the arms over your head, and with your exhale, release the hands down, frame your right foot, lift up the left knee, step the right leg back, release into downward facing dog. Take one cycle of breath. With your next inhale, gently lift up the left leg. With your exhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Lower the right knee down to the floor. Root to rise. When you're ready, sweep the arms up over your head, low lunge on your left. Bring awareness into your foundation. Be stable in your foundation. Squeeze the thighs towards the midline. Keep your left knee stacked on top of your left ankle. Grab opposite elbows and gently push the back of your head against your lower arms. Open your chest. And feel that stretch in your right psoas muscle. With your next inhale, extend the arms out over your head. With your exhale, release the hands down, frame your left foot. Lift up your right knee, step the left leg back. Release into downward facing dog. Give it 2 cycles of breath. With each exhale, releasing the heels and the sternum closer to the mat. With your next inhale, move your shoulders over your wrists. Find your plank pose. Press the heels towards the back of the mat. Push the floor away with your hands. With your next exhale, lower knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and hug the elbows towards the torso. With your next inhale, push the floor away. Rise up with the torso. Find your cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. With your exhale, release the forehead down to the floor. Push the floor away, come into tabletop. Sit back into child's pose. We take 2 cycles of breath in child's pose. With your next inhale, rise up with the hips and with the torso into cat. With your exhale, lower the hips to the floor. Open your chest, come into upward facing dog. Press the tops of your feet and your hands into the floor. See if you can lift off your thighs. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Push the floor away with your hands. Move your hips up. Release into downward facing dog. 2 cycles of breath. Push through the hands. Feel that lengthening in your spine. With your next inhale, rise up onto the tiptoes. With your exhale, bend into the knees, gaze forward. Start walking to the top of the mat. Come to a standing forward fold. Your feet are hip width apart. Make sure that all 4 corners of your feet are grounded into the earth. Release the torso towards the earth. Bring your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, extend the arms out long, and drop your hands over your head. Feel free to keep that gentle bend in your knees if that's more accessible for you. 2 more cycles of breath, working into your hamstrings and your shoulders. Bend into the knees, press the heels into the floor, root to rise into a standing position. Extend the arms out long towards the floor. Open your chest, lift the gaze. Standing cobra. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high mountain pose. Exhale, release, bring the hands down to your heart. We take 2 cycles of breath. Breathe into your heart. With your next inhale, sweep the arms up, high mountain pose. With your exhale, cactus the arms, press the shoulder blades together, lift up your gaze. With your inhale, high mountain pose. With your exhale, release into standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step the left foot back. Lower the hips down to the floor. Find your high lunge. Keep your right knee stacked on top of your right ankle. Press the feet into the floor. When you're ready, sweep the arms up over your head. Come into your high crescent lunge. Square the hips. The right hip is gently pulling back. The left hip is pulling forward. Find length through the sides of your body. Open your heart and soften your shoulders. One more cycle of breath. With your next inhale, start to slowly bring your crown towards the sky. When you're ready, when it feels comfortable, pivot the back foot into a 90-degree ankle and find your warrior two. Tuck the tailbone, draw the lower belly towards the spine. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Your gaze is forward over your right hand. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. With your inhale, extend the arms out long. Open your chest, open your heart. And with your exhale, start to hinge forward with your torso into humble warrior. Press your feet into the floor. Keep your right knee stacked on top of your right ankle and your right shoulder is in alignment with your right knee. We take 2 more cycles of breath. Press your feet into the floor, root to rise. Use your organic energy here to come back up into your warrior two. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Pop your left heel, transition into your high crescent lunge. Open your chest, connect with your breath. With your exhale, release the hands down, frame your right foot. Step the left foot forward into standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Switch sides. Let's take this to the left. Step the right foot back. Lower the hips down. Find your high lunge. Press your feet into the floor. Rise up. When you're ready, high crescent lunge on your left. Find length through the sides of your body. One more cycle of breath. Start to rise up with your crown towards the sky. When you're ready to pivot the back foot to a 90-degree angle, do so. And open up into your warrior two on your left. Keep the left knee stacked on top of your left ankle. Sink low with your hips and drop the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. With your next inhale, extend the arms out long, open your chest. Start to hinge forward with your exhale into your humble warrior. Left knee stacked on top of your left ankle. Left shoulder in alignment with your left knee. 2 more cycles of breath. Your gaze is down to the floor. Press your feet into the floor. Root to rise with the torso. And your upper body back into your warrior two. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Pop the right heel. Transition into your high crescent lunge on the left. Find length through the sides of your body. With your exhale, release the hands down, frame your left foot. Step the left leg forward into standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. High mountain pose. Exhale. Bring the hands down to your heart. Let's flow it out. One last vinyasa. Inhale, sweep the arms up. High mountain pose. Exhale, cactus the arms. Open your heart. Inhale, rise. High mountain pose. Exhale, release into standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step both feet back, find your plank pose. We stay for 3 cycles of breath. Push the floor away with your hands. Press the heels towards the back of the mat. Last cycle of breath with your exhale. Lower knees, chest, chin down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Bring the forehead to the floor. With your next inhale, rise up with the torso. Find your cobra pose. Exhale, release. Bring the torso back down. Connect the forehead to the floor. Push the floor away. Come into tabletop. Sit back into child's pose. Take 2 cycles of breath in child's pose. Get ready to rise up into cat. With your exhale, lower the hips to Mother Earth. Open your chest, open your heart. Press the tops of your feet and your hands into the floor. See if you can lift off your thighs. Push the floor away with your hands. Move your hips up. Release into downward facing dog. 2 cycles of breath in your downward facing dog. With each exhale, finding more depth, releasing heels and sternum towards the mat. With your next inhale, rise up onto the tiptoes. With your exhale, bend into the knees, lower the knees down. Find your tabletop. Untuck the toes. Sweep the lower legs over to the right. Sit back, scoop forward. Connect the soles to the floor. Your toes point to the top of the mat. Bring your hands onto the knees. With your inhale, find length in your spine. Open your heart. With your exhale, start to lower the torso down to the floor, each vertebra at a time. Bring the shoulders down. Bring your head down. Your arms are parallel either side of your body. Palms pressing into the floor. Walk your heels closer to your sits bones. Press the feet and your arms into the floor. With your next inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Come into bridge pose. Activate your thighs. Activate your glutes. And actively push your arms and your feet into the floor, noticing that organic energy here. The more you push your arms and the feet down, maybe you can lift your hips a little bit further up towards the sky. And of course, feel that opening in your chest, in your heart. With your next exhale, start to lower the hips down to the floor. Take 2 cycles of breath. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock right to left. Massaging your lower back. Hug your right knee into the chest with your hands and extend the left leg out long. Start to pull the right knee towards your chest. Maybe rock the right knee right to left, working into your hips. Bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee and guide your right knee over to the left. Extend the right arm out long, palms facing up towards the sky. Your gaze is either up towards the sky. If you would like to extend your supine twist, gaze back to your right hand. Relax your shoulders, relax your abdominals. And allow your breath to start slowing down.
Last cycle of breath. With your next inhale, roll back to center. Hack the right knee into your chest. One more time. Switch sides. Bring the left knee up and hack the left knee into your chest. Extend the right leg out long. Start to pull that left knee towards your chest. If you wish, you can rock the left knee right to left as well. Bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee and start to guide the left knee over to the right. Extend the left arm out long and the left palm faces up towards the sky. Again, your gaze is up towards the sky, or if you wish to extend your supine twist, feel free to gaze back to your left hand. Two more cycles of breath. With your next inhale, roll back into center. Hug the left knee into the chest. Bring the right knee back up as well. Give it a gentle rock right to left. Extend your legs out long and come to Shavasana. Bring your feet wider than hip width apart and allow the feet to gently drop down to either side. Bring your arms either side of your body with the palms facing towards the sky. Bring your head in alignment with your spine. Close your eyes and connect with your breath. With each exhale, set an intention to let go. Let go of any tension you might still be holding in your body. Relax your face muscles and clench your jaw. And allow your shoulders to become super heavy and melt into the floor. Move that relaxation further down into your legs, your calves, your feet, and your toes. Focus on the motion of your inhales and exhales. And just be aware how they are traveling in and out of your body. Whenever your mind starts to wander off, come back to your breath and allow your breath to bring you back into your body and into the present moment. Start to slowly come back to your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. If you feel like a morning stretch, bring the arms over your head. Give it a nice stretch in your body. Connect the soles of your feet to the floor, so you bend into your knees. Roll over to either the right or the left side, whichever feels more comfortable and natural to you. Come to fetal position. Take your time. When you feel ready, slowly make your way up into easy cross leg. Keep your eyes closed and your gaze low. Find your easy cross leg position. Bring your hands onto the knees. And just allow your body a moment to recenter. Bring the left hand onto your heart, right hand on top. Connect with your heart and connect with the feature, the characteristic that you love about yourself, that you're proud of, that makes you who you are. And again, give it a little smile. Bring your hands together into the Anjali Mudra. Allow your fingers to spread wide like sun rays. May all your actions be guided today by your heart. Drop your chin down to your chest, bow to your heart and your practice. Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me for our Virgo flow. This was Yoga TX. My name is Nicolle. If you would like to connect with me, feel free to leave me a comment below. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Let Your Shadow Shine. Would be great to hear from you. Take care. Lots of love from Scotland. Bye bye.